Do you sleep at least 7 hours straight at night? According to the Sleep Apnea Organization, it is estimated that the sleep-related problems affect from 50 to 70 million Americans of all ages in the U.S. Sleep deprivation is a serious problem that can cause complications to our body, physically and mentally, and that is why it is important to know about all these consequences. So I made this research in order to inform you about all these effects. So this gonna have three topics. The first one, the causes and effects. For the second one, the long-term consequences, and for the last one, I will give you um, some techniques for you to sleep and have a good routine. So for the first one, let's begin with the cause and effects. So according with the National Sleep Fundamental, for a healthy night of sleep, the average person needs from 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and the underage tends from 8 to 10 hours. So the basic sleep deprivation cause is not getting enough sleep, obviously. So the first thing that is going to be affected is your concentration and reaction time, which can be dangerous if you are driving, because 20% of crashes in the U.S. Are from fatigue, and if you are a student, it can affect your concentration at school. So 80% of high schoolers and 60% of college students are affected academically because of not sleeping well. Now I'll continue with the long-term consequences, which according with the website of Headline, they can be fatal. One of one of these is diabetes, because not sleeping well disrupts the method of the body producing glucose. So if your body doesn't produce glucose, it doesn't can produce insulin. So the you have high probabilities of getting type 2 diabetes. And as diabetes, there's a long list of effects like memory loss, immune system deficiency, that which can make you weaker and vulnerable to viruses and bacteria, um, and weight gain and obesity. But one of the most dangerous one is getting a heart attack or a seizure, and proved by the CDC, or Center for Control Disease and Prevention. Not getting enough sleep can have you blood pressure um, higher, so higher, and that will give you high probabilities of getting a heart attack or a stroke. So far I've talked about the consequences, so now I'm gonna talk about how to prevent them. The best way to prevent them is obviously sleeping your hours depending on your age, but I will give you some recommendations for getting the best sleep routine. So for the first one, you have to stop napping during the day. So at the end of the day, after taking a nap, you don't recover energy that will not let you sleep during the night. So going to the bed and waking up at the same hour every day. So you have to be constant and make it a routine with the necessary hours of sleeping. And for third one, avoid uh, eating heavy meals before sleep. And for the last one, and is the most common one, is using the electronic devices before sleeping. This is this can have a lot of effects, but one of them is obviously not getting you to sleep at time. So you have to stop using it like 1 hour before sleeping. So I've discussed the effects that sleep deprivation can cause and how it can affect us, and as well examples to prevent them. Now, after explaining why it is important to have a good sleep during the night to avoid all these negative effects, are you thinking about it twice after postponing your sleep hour?